everyone, I'm back today with a process video. Hooray! I'm actually finally getting around to making these again, which I'm very excited about. So let me show you guys what I pulled for my page. I have a few thickers here that I picked up recently from TJ Maxx. This is the Delight font in like a glittery white color, and then two in the Charm font in like a pink and green glitter. Since it's for my niece, I'm making sure to get all my pink and glitter and girly colors out so that I can mix it up a bit. And then I pulled these two stamps by Studio G that I picked up at Joann's, and I'm thinking about using the arrow here and then the little love banner here, and it'll more than likely be in, this one will probably be in a pink color, and then this one will probably be in a gray color. So those are that. Oh, and then the other stamp I have is this one. It says Oh Happy Day, and it's just a Recollections. No, it's also a Studio G one that I picked up at Michael's a few years ago. And then let's see, some washi tape by My Mind's Eye. Let me show you guys what it looks like here. It's like a lace one from a collection last year. So I'm going to be using that. Then I'm going to be using these two photo corners near the pictures. These three punches. This is a Martha Stewart. I don't know what it's called, but it's a scallop. It's a big scallop, and then with small tiny scallops, if that makes any sense. Let's see. And then two other ones by Martha Stewart, and as you can see, they're the big butterfly, or the kind of big butterfly, the medium one, I guess, and then the one with the three. Let's see. And whoops, I pulled out some pearls. This is the, actually I don't know who makes this. This is by the, oh, I'm sorry, the Paper Studio, and it's just one size. And then I pulled out some by Kaisercraft? Yeah, Kaisercraft, just so I can get the smaller sizes in here. And then look what I found while cleaning my stash. I found my butterfly mask. Thank goodness, because they don't sell these anymore. So glad to finally get my hands back on it. And then the papers I pulled just a couple because I want to focus on misting and the butterflies and the mask. So I pulled the 6x6 pad for some maybe smaller embellishments for the punches, and I was thinking maybe a green and the purple here. I'm not quite sure which one I'll end up with, but so there's this one, and I think it's called Lime Twist Happy Go Lucky by My Mind's Eye. And then I had the 12x12 collection, and I wanted to use these two papers together probably as some type of border. And then my background page is a Heidi Swap paper, pattern paper from the box that I just recently got. So, oh, and then this one is just for, this is just for the matting of the photos. So, oh, and of course, not to forget, my Glimmer Mist. I can't remember the last time I've actually even used any of my Glimmer Mist. However, these colors were absolutely perfect for these papers. So I have the Pashmina, which is kind of like a purple color, a olive vine, and a vintage pink. So those I'm going to be using. Well, guys, thank you so much for watching my video, and hopefully you can hear me during the process video. I got a microphone at some point, and I haven't used it since I haven't made another video. So wish me luck, and I'll talk to you guys soon. Bye! I'm hoping this actually works. Let's see. I am placing the butterflies down to kind of gauge where I need to spray, and then the white mat there on the side measures a 4x12. I'm just gonna put my photos on that side, so I kind of wanted to know where my butterflies would fall, because I didn't want to cover them up after spraying them and making them pretty. So I use that as a guide. And then I started off using the vintage pink first. I think it's vintage pink. And then I sprayed the Pashmina towards the top, right there on the left-hand side, and then the olive vine towards the bottom. So three different colors, kind of nicely blended, kind of not. And then because I let the mask sit for a little bit, because of lunchtime, it kind of pulled up towards the bottom of that big butterfly, and once it dried, it wasn't very noticeable compared to the rest of the page, so it's alright. And then I'm just heating the back to kind of flatten the page, since the glimmer mist kind of warps the paper. And then I cut out the wings of the butterflies. I edited that out of the video just because it took a while. It's a little bit tedious with the intricate design of the butterfly. And then I am backing it with some pattern paper from the collection, the 6x6 pad, choosing kind of the different colors in the back. And then you can't really see them once I put it down, but the way, like, if that makes any sense, you can see here on the side. I mean, it's just enough to peek through. It's not really like a main part of the actual page. And then I went ahead and I adhered it to just a white cardstock just to give it more stability, since it did warp the page a bit, and that way it kind of lays flat. I don't know what my niece will be doing with the page, or my sister will be doing with the page, but I don't know. I think it makes it look a lot better, and like I said, it makes it lay a little bit flatter. And then I just added dimensionals behind the wings. I didn't take off the extra backing to it, so it's just so that it kind of just floats and it's not actually attached to the page. So I'm just doing that with all of them. And then I added some pearls to the trails of the butterflies, kind of give them a little bit of a movement besides the wings. And then I used the smaller ones in the Kaisercraft pack in order to use the smaller ones. And then I'm just trimming down the mat a little bit so that my photos, or it doesn't show after I lay down my photos. And since it's a strip of photos, that's the only reason why I added it to the paper. It's not necessarily a mat. So I'm punching out the border here on the side. I only end up using just little bits of the paper just because I wanted the focus mostly to be on the butterflies on the side. My niece loves butterflies, so it's part of the reason why I chose to do those as accents, and like I said, the main part of the actual page. And then I'm just cutting up a strip, and it really saves on paper, even though I should be using up a lot of paper. And then I added that tiny strip that was left over from the punch to the side there, because after putting the photos up against the edge, it looked kind of like it was just falling off the page. So that kind of makes it look like the blue pattern paper goes all the way behind the photos, when it really doesn't. But she doesn't know that. So I used the wet cement ink by Hero Arts to stamp the Oh Happy Day, and it was a little bit crooked, but I wasn't going for perfection. I kind of just wanted it to be stamped out, and you can't really see it anyways. And then the two inks there is the purple and the pink one. I only end up using the purplish one, and they're both Studio G stamp inks from, I think it's either Michael's or Joann's. And you know, I honestly didn't like those heart arrows stamped there. Or I just don't like the stamp arrow in general. It looks pretty in the packaging, but I really didn't like it stamped out. So I ended up covering it with this love banner that's really cute. It's got like a cursive font to it in the middle there. And that, like I said, was a Studio G stamp as well. I believe I got that from Joann's during Valentine's Day. And I just adhered it to the page with my tiny attacher. What am I doing now? Oh, I am adding in the title, and it's flying. And then with the other butterflies, I used the other two, one for her initials and then one for her age. And then I left the other two blank. I might put like little phrase stickers in there, but I'm not quite sure. I think I just end up leaving it. And then I'm just laying them out, and I didn't put glue behind them. I should go back and eventually put glue behind there, because I don't want it ending up at the bottom of her album. And then I punched out a few butterflies to kind of scatter around the other ones that are already there. That other green pattern paper is a brighter green than everything else in the rest of the pack, so I had to punch out darker ones. Like I said, just a few. And then in order to adhere them, I used, oh, nope. Those are the photo corners there on the side. And then I grabbed the glue, and then I just put a whole bunch of glue on the scrap piece of paper. And I used that instead of having to hold the bottle constantly. And it stayed wet long enough to where I didn't have to constantly refill it, which is nice. And then I'm just bending the wings up to kind of give it more dimension, to make it look like they're actually flying. I wonder what I do next. I think I try doing the journaling and then my battery runs out. Yep, and I don't know if anybody else has this problem. Man, my pen, my Smash pen is really dying. And that's it. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll catch you next time.